Yeah, hi, I'm Tyler, and we got carried away talking about women and men.
Too many women and men. Too many confusing things happening in this world. Anyways, hi, welcome to Telly Talk, where we talk about what's on the telly, but not we talk about what's on our minds. Cause we're Telly today on the second week of what is childhood movie month.
Childhood movie month.
Last week we did Pete's Dragon, which was one of my favorite childhood movies, and this week we're doing one of Tyler's called Little Manhattan.
Little
When did this come
Manhattan,
out? Like 2007?
2005.
2005. Starring the child star, the little boy, the love of the Hunger Games franchise, Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah!
Wonderful
This
kid.
would have
Love
been like one
him.
of his first things. Like, this was before Bridge to Terabithia.
Yeah, I think his one of his first roles was the Howl's Moving Castle English dub because he plays the little boy there, and I think he was like 4 or 5 when he did that. I think that was his first role, which is crazy because he's standing like Christian Bale is like the other voice of Howl. Like I think that's crazy. Like he really hit that with the audition, and like Billy Crystal, damn, that dude like got in there. He's so talented.
Like,
If only he wasn't so
this,
man,
this,
you know.
this movie is cute because he's like 10, and it's just baby Josh Hutcherson, and he does such a good job.
He does such a good job.
He
I
has
think
so
all the
much.
kids on this movie had so much fun.
This was such a fun movie for child actors, and like they acted their ass off. Like they had all the emotions, all the ones on the wheel, every single one on that wheel. They did
Every
it.
single emotion, they had all the feels.
They had all.
There's gonna be no context for that joke.
Gonna send
Okay.
her this video to her.
And she's gonna go, "Oh my god, that's so funny!" And
She is.
you're gonna go, "Do you like me or not? Do you like
I'm
me
gonna
or
keep
not?"
all of this in when I'm editing this.
And then send it to her.
Speaking of this
That's
movie
really
and
so
girls,
funny. Tell us the plot of this movie.
this movie is about Josh Hutcherson being in love for the first time. Okay, so this is a movie about first love.
What?
It's Josh Hutcherson playing a boy named Gabe. He lives in New York City, and that's why the movie's called Little Manhattan, because he's like the king of his blocks. He rides around on a little scooter, and he is just a normal guy. His parents are getting divorced, and that's really distressing, but he's just like a normal kid. But then one day he falls in love with Rosemary Telesco, and his world will never be the same, and he goes through the highs and lows of it that you go through when you're in 5th grade and experiencing love for the first time. And it's like,
I just want to say, when he was ranking the girls and he was like, Rosemary's the
she's the
prettiest. I
prettiest.
was like, no, she's number one.
She's number one.
She's the prettiest.
I agree
Like,
completely.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I watched this movie a lot as a kid. So when I was a kid, I had like 6 movies that were recorded to my DVR, and this was one of them. And those are the movies that I would like watch all the time. The other ones include Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Ponyo and Astro Boy, and then a couple Disney Channel original movies like Lemonade Mouth and like Let It Shine.
Yes.
Like those like 6 movies recorded to my DVR, and those are like what I watched on a loop. Fuck DVDs. The recordings are where it was at, and this was one of them, and it was, oh my god. I watched this movie so much growing up, like elementary school. I watched it for the first time again about a month ago. I watched it on the plane, either going to or coming back from the Netherlands. And so this was like 3 months after I'd been dumped, and this movie really hit. I was like feeling all the feels. Like it was like sometimes love is okay, but it doesn't last forever, and like you like it's still good, but you have to let go of it. And I was like crying on the plane to this kid's movie.
Damn.
Like this movie really hits me. But I want to say that this movie invented my type in girls. Like I'm like in elementary school, and I like Rosemary like invented the type of girl that I like. Like I had such a crush on her growing up, and obviously like I don't now, but it's like that the her personality traits and like things about her, like that's what I like in a girl.
I realized a while ago, like a couple years ago, that I'm attracted to intelligence, so like really smart people. And I think that's also why people are attracted to like crazy people, like serial killers and shit, because they're all like charismatic and intelligent. And like no matter what they look like or like who they are as a person, it's like they're always like slightly attractive because they're kind of smart. And smart people, like she was really smart. Like in
Yeah.
this movie, she's listen to all the smart things, and I'm like, wow, that's so cool. And I'm like, that's what I like in people. I love that. Like, and she's pretty as a
And
bonus.
she's
It's like
pretty as a
she's
bonus. Like
smart,
her,
she's
the type
cool.
of pretty that she is like the type of pretty that I like in a girl. Like that. Like
She's so naturally pretty.
that's
I can't even describe it.
that's like the type of girl that I'm attracted to. And then like she's so smart and like she was like badass and confident. Like when she would like raise her eyebrows, like that kind of like confidence, and like she's good at talking to people and like knows when she's right about things. Like the mix of being good with people and like being smart and being pretty, like that's what I like in a girl.
I thought it was crazy that she had enough confidence to schedule a fucking apartment viewing at 10 years old.
She's 11.
I don't think I was speaking at 10
you
years
you
old.
you weren't speaking at 20 years old.
Exactly.
And like the way she just asked that
Exactly.
random lady in the park how old her babies were, and then was like,
Hey, ma'am, how old are your babies? I'm like, why is this fucking child talking to
and then
me?
like how cocky she was when she was right about it. Like that's like this invented my type in girls when I was like 7, and it has not gone away. Rosemary Telesco is the
Like,
blueprint.
the way she was talking is how I imagined myself when I was a kid. Like, the level of maturity I thought I had was what she had. But actually, I was just still a child.
She was like written to be so ridiculously mature.
Yeah, and she was like wandering around the streets like by herself. And like she had that nanny, but like she was like doing everything by herself. And I was like, this is fucking like I could never. I could never. Maybe it's like that's just what the New York child is. That you're just
Yeah,
wandering around the
Gabe
city
called
at
himself
11
a
years old. I
latchkey
don't
kid
know.
when he like laid out the blocks that he was allowed to do. I was obsessed with this movie because I loved riding my scooter as a kid. Like I was really into scootering, and he owned that fucking scooter, and he was just like allowed to like go around the city. And I was like, man, I wish I was allowed to go places because my mom wouldn't let me go like outside of my block until I was like 14.
I don't think I was allowed to ride in the street until I was like 8 or 9. It was like a very hard
And
rule. And I lived in a cul-de-sac. I didn't live on a busy
right, and
street.
he was just scootering through New York City. Also, I liked how this movie portrayed New York City. Like, it portrayed it like in a similar way to I guess like Jesse did, where it's like kind of like light, like it's like child friendly New York City, and like it makes it feel like such a nice
Yeah.
place, and I really like it. It makes city life feel so
Yeah.
desirable.
This is where the propaganda for New York started, guys.
My
Okay?
mom is like, cities are scary, you're gonna die, but I watched Little Manhattan, and I knew that that was a great place to be.
Yeah. Taxi driver? Ugh, no. Little Manhattan.
We should have a podcast where we compare the two movies.
No, that would be so bad.
Another thing about this movie is I love the way that he argues with himself in his head, because that's so me. Like the two wolves inside of me, like just like the way he goes back and forth, and it's like two different voices, but they're both his voice. It like cracks me up. I really relate to Gabe like a lot.
The way he narrates his life is so accurate to just like little boy. Like everything, I don't know who wrote this, but it's so accurate to little boys
I
at their
Yeah,
age. Like I'm just like this is exactly like I didn't grow up as a little boy, okay? But I know for a fact that this is 100% accurate because I thought similar things, but just the girl version.
like this is how kids think, and it was like so well articulated. Like it had like it respected kids having their own thoughts that are valid. Like it didn't like diminish his thoughts, and it was just like so realistic. I love the narration just as like the style of the movie too. Like I love the style that this movie was done in.
Yeah, this is like classic 2000s. That's just the style they were. Nowadays, it's all like, you're watching it from a third person, and like all kids,
It,
like live action kids movies
it's
now
a
is
lot like the movie Flipped.
like brain rot
Like you ever seen
comedy.
Flipped with the chicks?
Oh yeah, with wait, is this the one with like the girl who's obsessed with him and she has
Yeah.
chickens and her
Very
like street
similar
gets chopped
style
down?
of like movie making, and like this like the 11-year-old love story, and that's another really good movie.
Yes,
I would love to do a podcast on that sometime.
yes.
Also, same thing with the girl.
Don't
It's like the girl is like so intelligent. Like she has like a good heart, and like she's smart in that movie.
yes, yes. And she like cares about her chickens, and she like genuinely is. She just like loves everything.
And she's also like has like the effortlessly pretty vibe going on.
Yes,
It's the same genre of girl. Listen, early 2000s movies.
And the stupid man couldn't see
Well, then he
that
fell like completely.
and fucking
No,
ruined
he fell like
it.
completely in love with her though. After that,
Yeah, and then he like realized he fucked
and
up.
then they end happy together, and it's like implied they're gonna like grow old together, and it's really cute.
They better.
Dude, it's just it really set me up for like the type of girl I look for. These movies are crazy.
Yeah, where are these girlies at?
Where?
This is how I thought the movie was gonna go. After he kissed her, I was like, okay, so she's gonna like think about that over the weekend and like go through the wedding and blah blah blah. And then right before it's like she's getting on the bus to go to camp, and then somehow she's like, or like she's like packing for camp, and she's like, no, I have to go and see him. And then she's gonna like run back, and then she's gonna like be like, they're gonna have like a weird kid awkward conversation, and then right before they're just gonna have like awkward silence, and then right before she's like, I have to go to camp now, she's gonna like, she was gonna kiss him back and be like, and he's like, oh my gosh, he does like me. But then it ends, and they like don't get together.
Which is crazy
and
for a
he's
kids
like,
movie.
It's just about like, yeah, it's like the movie's
just
about
first love.
remembering your first
which is
love.
so sweet. Like this was like this is an enjoyable movie to watch as an adult.
I have another thing to say about men and their first loves, but
can I just add on to what you were saying about the end of the movie? I thought it was so dramatic that they broke up because she was going to camp for 6 weeks and then going to private school, because it's like
that's so
kid, because you live in the same neighborhood that you both walk and scooter around constantly. Like you run into each other on accident multiple times in the movie. You're old enough to call on the phone. Like there is no reason that should be like, oh my god, we can't be together, other than the fact that you're 10 years old and you think like that.
Yeah. It's like if the parents were like, yeah, we can like schedule you guys some like visiting time, and like this day we'll like save a time slot for you guys. It's like, no, we just can't be together anymore. I'm sorry. You're going to camp, you're going to a different school, and you're busy on the weekends. I can't.
Their fight was so funny because it was like, I didn't know what they were fighting about. Neither of them knew what they were fighting about. And that's so realistic for a fight. Like when you actually get in fights with people, that's what it feels like. We're like, you're both mad, but neither of you wants to be mad. And like, you don't really know what you're mad about, but you just feel feelings. Like that's... Their fight was written so realistically, even though it was like, what the fuck are they fighting about?
He's like, you're going to camp? I hate you! And she's like, what?
And
he's
then
like, I can't love you anymore.
After breaking up was like such good crying. Like that's actually how it feels when you cry. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just like crying. Like he was like sobbing. Like he was like gasping for air. Every time he cried like 3 times in the movie, and it was always like, that's actually how crying is.
Yeah. I'm wondering how did Josh Hutcherson like get into acting? I always wonder how child actors get into acting, because it's like, did their parents force them to do it, or like did they want to do it? I feel like he got into like plays when he was a kid, and then they're like, let's put him in a movie, and then he just got like,
let me look at like his biography or something.
Acting. And like, did he take acting classes? Like,
yeah, child actors,
so,
they make them take acting classes. Like their whatever like their agency is. I'm under the impression. He was born in 1992, so he was like 12 in this movie. Blah 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 blah. His interest in acting developed as a child, despite his parents' concerns about the profession. He loved the entertainment industry from age 4. His father said he was compelled to perform at a young age, and he had a personality that attracted people's attention. And his mom says that he bugged them so much about becoming an actor, but she thought it was a phase. And then at 8, he contacted an acting agency, and that's what it says.
He did, or
at age 8, Hutcherson went through the yellow pages and contacted an acting agency. It's just like the movie where they go in the apartment thing.
Okay. I didn't even know what like.
I love their apartment hunting scene. I
don't even think I was conscious.
That's one of my favorite parts of the film, is when they go apartment hunting together. It's like they're a little married couple.
Me too. And then they circle around the block like 3 times. I don't even think I was conscious at 4 years old.
When he was 10, his mother met an acting coach who met with them, and then started auditioning him for TV.
Where is he from?
Kentucky. But the acting coach advised them
Damn,
to
it's
go to
always
LA,
Kentucky.
so that's where he went to audition for stuff. And then they lived in LA in apartments,
Well, of course.
in a community for child actors and their parents.
That's what? There's
Yeah.
that's the thing
Then he
there? Man,
went
they
back
got
to
something
Kentucky
for
for one
everyone.
semester for high school, and he played on the school soccer team.
Yeah, he
He
seems
does seem like a soccer kid.
But wasn't his first role Howl's Moving Castle?
He did commercials in 2002. He did a pilot episode of the show House Blend, followed by minor roles in ER and Becoming Glenn. Lead actor in Miracle Dogs, which was on Animal Planet. Then he did some more TV.
Okay,
Then he was
damn.
Robin in his first feature film, American Splendor, which won a Sundance Film Festival Grand Jury Prize.
Okay,
Then in
damn.
2004, he was the hero boy in The Polar Express.
What?
Yeah,
The
hero
little boy?
Tom Hanks wasn't everyone. In Castle, that was all 2004. So he would in 2005, he was Kicking and Screaming in Little Manhattan. So that's when he was like 13. They said his delivery was spot on, showing a keen instinct for self-effacing humor that would make even Woody Allen feel that bit more inadequate. Wow. Then he was in A Space Adventure, and then he won the Young Artist Award for Best Performance in a feature film by a leading young actor.
Why is no one talking about this man?
Generational talent.
For like
this man is generational talent. He's
like,
only known for The Hunger Games.
And Howl's Moving Castle and Bridge to Terabithia and Zathura if you're our age. But like this man, like why isn't he on the front lines? Like why isn't he like an A-lister? Like why isn't he up there? Because this man has been doing it.
This is what Suzanne Collins says about
5.
him. It says the role is so key to have a boy that can use language. That's how PETA navigates the world. That's his gift. And Josh was the only one who could bring that to life in such a real and natural way.
God, I love him so much. If only he wasn't just so man, you know?
He's really lovely.
He's a great guy. I think I would love to be friends with him. How old is he now? Like
probably. He was born in 1992, so that would make him 35. Right?
35?
No, 33. Sorry.
Damn, I don't think he'd want to be friends with me.
33. Go get him, Tiger.
Hey.
Personal life.
Hey, if he wants a controversial
his inspiration is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh.
That's the choice.
Oh.
A known ally to the LGBT community,
when did he say that?
advocates the Gay Straight Alliance campaign, straight but not narrow. Since its formation, he has been its most active supporter.
I think his younger brother is
Oh, yes,
gay.
It does say his involvement comes from his family. 2 of his uncles were gay and died of AIDS. In 2012, he would have been 20. He was the youngest recipient of an award from GLAAD, which is given to promoting equal rights for LGBT people. And he also won a Young Humanitarian Award in 2015. He considers himself to be mostly straight. Oh my god. Our bi king? This is in quotes, mostly straight. And does not believe in being limited to labels.
Mostly straight.
Oh my god, our unlabeled king?
Nah, listen. When a cishet man says he's mostly straight, that just means he's willing to kiss a man if the chance comes. Like he's not disgusting. He definitely kisses.
Hutcherson also worked alongside the Trevor Project. Oh my god. And he began a campaign which serves to help LGBT people from rural areas by donating old computers and cell phones to resource centers. It's called Power On. He started multiple, he hosted a Josh Hutcherson celebrity basketball game when he was 20 years old in LA to raise funds for his Straight But Not Narrow campaign.
Wait, I remember that!
Oh my god.
There's pictures from that are
why
so
is
funny.
he iconic? Why is he incredible?
And why
aren't more people talking about this man?
The last time I saw him was in The Beekeeper, and he slayed that role, okay? And before that, he was in that one show where it was video game characters or whatever, and that was kind of weird, but it was awesome because he was there.
Okay, back to the movie. I love the camera movements in the film. Sometimes, this the way the camera would move. It wasn't documentary style, but it was it felt just so real. It wasn't just how movies are shot nowadays, you know? And I love the way that when it would show Rosemary's yearbook photo and it would zoom in, there would be a bunch of them and then it would zoom in to 3 and then 1. I loved how that was shot.
My question is, how did he get a photo of her?
He probably just cut it out of his yearbook.
But it was big.
I don't know then.
And it was printed out. Did this man just somehow got a picture of her That's so
Little
weird.
freak.
He's a
I
little
love him
freak.
talking in the mirror to himself to like practice going on a date with her too, and how excited he was for his little haircut. Also, the haircut
Yes,
being
oh my God.
$12, man, it's like triple that now to go to a barber shop. And then in New York, it'd probably be more than
Imagine.
triple that because it's triple that in my small town. So in New York, going to the barber is probably going to be like $50 if it was $12 in 2005. Because it's like, yeah, because it's
for a haircut they can do.
That's what his
yourself
mom
in
would
your
say.
bathroom?
Did you
Well,
like?
she can like get better.
Did you like
know,
Ralph
but,
the
like,
elevator man? Because
damn.
I love Ralph. I love how he
Yeah,
like
he's
learned the
cool.
language for the girl he had a crush on. He was just a polite little guy, and he always hyped up Gabe. He was just like, he was a chill dude.
See, and he's doing what you're doing and not talking to
Hey,
her.
I talk to her every fucking day.
Listen,
I talk to her every
don't
day. I just don't
know.
ask if she likes me or not.
Not about
I
how
talk
you
about how I feel. We just don't talk about how she feels.
Yeah, and you should ask her that. I have some things that confused
I have
me.
things that confuse me in my life. Go on.
So when he rode to her apartment for the first time and was like scouting out the front of the building, and then she came out and he's like, I gotta go talk to her. No, I can't. And then ran away and like scooted away. And then he ran into her. How did they instantly teleport to like the other side of the park? Because like he went out and around down the block behind him, and then they instantly teleported.
Yeah, I
from
don't know
the front
how
of the building to somehow
I
in
don't
front
know
of
how
them?
their walking caught up with his scootering. My guess is he went like in like a 3-sided square and they just walked in like a straight line cuz he's stupid. And they were just walking in a straight line through the park and his 3-sided square just ran right into them.
That makes sense. That was really weird. Also, when Rosemary was telling him about her schedule, she's like, "Yeah, I have this Indian princess thing."
Yeah, what the
with
fuck
my
was that?
dad." And I was like, "What?" And then he was like, "What's this Indian princess thing?" She's like, "Don't ask about it. I just do it so it doesn't upset my dad."
Oh my god, the YMCA had a thing called Y Indian Princesses program. It was
Now what
the
the fuck is
daddy-daughter
that?
version of their Y Indian guides for father-sons. Oh my god, they dress up with little, like, Native American headdresses. Oh my god.
It's that type of Indian? Oh no,
Oh
it's
my
so
god,
much
I
worse
was
than
worried
I
that's
thought.
what it was.
Oh no.
The
Not
YMCA
Native
still kind of
American.
does it, but they've changed it to not be, like, racial, but it's still called the YMCA Adventure Princess Program.
What the
And
fuck?
this is their website. The YMCA camp website says it's made up of father-daughter pairs who are grouped into tribes with other fathers and daughters from the surrounding community. And it's just like normal camp stuff with
my
like
God.
activities and like community service. It's not weird anymore, but they still call it tribes, and you can tell it's just like how they've evolved the program because it's still called the Princess Program, but it's Adventure Princess instead of Indian Princess. We learned something new today about the YMCA. So this is what she was doing with her dad. Okay.
Also, like throughout the movie, that Rosemary's like, boys are like, women are so much more mature than men at their respective ages. Like at every single age, women are just generally more mature than men. And I like that she says, "I've read the studies." At 10
so
years old, she read like psychological studies about women.
God, get me a girl who
versus
reads
men
studies.
in their aging maturity at
That's
the
what
age
I
of
want in a
10.
woman. If my girl wasn't reading
That's
scientific
crazy.
studies at the age of 10, I don't want her.
Like
Yeah.
full like academic papers.
They wrote her like she
I
was
thought
an
that was
adult, and they
crazy.
wrote
And then
Gabe
I
like he
also
was a
like that
kid.
which is a little weird. But I also like that they kind of showed that men are more emotional than women, because there's always that stigma
Were
that
not
women
ashamed
are
at
more
all
emotional.
about him being emotional. His parents didn't make him feel ashamed at being emotional. Like, it was just like, I loved how emotional he was. He cried like 4 times in the movie over pain, over heartbreak. Like, he threw up from being like heartsick. He was checking his phone for messages. He's so me, for real. Like, I loved the way they this was like in 2005, and they were just like, yeah, this boy cries because he's in love, and that's okay. And she was like the strong, mature one. But also at the end of the movie, he was like the one who was in tune with his feelings. Like, he was like, I'm in love with you. And she was like, I don't feel old enough to be in love. Ah, she's so mature.
Cause she's like, I'm fucking 11. Like, I don't know what love is.
Her reaction to him kissing her was insane, though. You know? Like, I mean, I don't blame her because she's 11. But
the immediate
mouth wipe,
not
reassuring him in any way that she liked it, and just being like, I gotta go. Like, no wonder bro had a mental breakdown.
They like stood there for it felt like ages.
Horrendous reaction.
Like nothing.
When the
She
parents
gave
were
him
young,
nothing.
was that different actors or the same actors? Because they looked the same, but they also looked younger at the same time, and I don't know how they did that. It found it really
I have
mind-blowing.
no idea.
Because I was like, these are the same people, just aged down, but that's not possible. Like, how'd they look younger? I don't understand.
I have no idea.
Speaking of the parents, at the end of the movie, I never understood if they got back together or just, like, were friendly on good terms again. And I think they're on good terms again. Now that I watched it while I was older. But as a kid, I never understood because, like, the whole message of the movie is that, like, love ends and that can be okay. So then I thought that, like, the parents kind of getting back together at the end was contradictory to that message. But I think it's just they can be, like, on good terms with each other now. But it was kind of vague. I thought it was kind of vague because it's just like, we're gonna go get dinner as a family again.
I think that's just like a new story that started, and they're just like, it's just like we don't know.
I loved the message also in the movie is that if you like feel something, you should say it. That's why I am the way I am. This movie made me want to express my emotions. Also, the way like all of the feelings that the things he wanted to say to her were like appearing throughout New York City. I thought that was cool storytelling. Like they were on posters and billboards and stuff.
I also like the tiny part.
I love that part. I liked when they were I know he didn't like being in a dress store, but I always love dress stores because I think dresses are so pretty. Like, I don't have any desire to wear a dress myself, but I think dresses are quite pretty, and I like looking at them. Like, I enjoy dress stores.
10-year-old boy, I would not like dress stores.
One of the funniest parts of the movie to me was when he was just like, I was just in the neighborhood. And she was like, don't you live in the neighborhood? And he was like, well, I live at this part, so it depends on how you define the neighborhood. that part cracks me the fuck up.
He's like, oh, that's so stupid of me. Why did I say that?
Also, 5th grade I have a vivid memory of, like, my best friend from childhood when we were in 5th grade. We were talking about having a play date, and she was like, wait, hang out. Like, I vividly remember the moment where we were like, we are old enough that we can transition from play date to hanging out, and it was in 5th grade, and they're in 5th grade in this movie. And that happened in this movie when the mom was like, oh my god, I didn't know you were having a play date. And he was like, Mom, we're at practice. It's not a play date. And I just really related to that.
I don't think I had a play date.
We called them play dates until I was in 5th grade. And then it was a very distinct transition to hanging out. Yeah. But I sat in a car seat till I was in, like, middle school. So I'm just late on things. Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about
car seats. You're supposed to stop when you're, like, 8. And I sat in one till I was, like, 11. The rich white family adopting a baby from China, really felt that one. Classic,
because of my family.
My family did that. Your family did that. This girl's Rosemary's family did that. It's,
all the white people.
Classic. I love
all the white people. Classic white person experience. Everyone knows someone that adopted a white,
decently off white family that adopted a baby girl from China. Yeah,
specifically Beijing.
Always Beijing. It's such
always,
a like
always.
what is it? Canon moment? What is that? Canon experience? Is that the term? Yeah, they canon included experience. It in Arthur, like Binky did it, and that was really nice representation for me as a kid. Actually, like
that's
it
crazy.
I understood why representation was important because I'm like 8 and I'm watching this boy go to Beijing to adopt a little girl, and I'm like, oh my god, I did that. Like, I felt very seen. Other than Ralph, as far as minor characters go, I really like the karate teacher. I liked how he waited at Gabe's x-rays until the parents were able to get there. Like, he just went with. And my final comment is I love that they played the Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes song. That was such a cute song for this movie. Like, that's so perfect. It has, like, the cute young love vibe to it. Her name's Rosemary. It was just... This movie is beautiful. I really love this movie so much. This is one of my childhood favorites. It's so well made. The kids act their asses off, and all the other acting's good too. The storytelling, the way they film it, the music. Like, this is a perfect movie. Like, you can enjoy it as an adult, but it's made for kids. What?
Have you ever heard the stigma of, like, men being so attached to their first love? Like, they think about it in every single relationship they ever get into after them, and then they, like, relate everything that happens in their current relationship back to their first love, or they're like they hate something just because it happened with their first love, and their first love is usually when they in like middle school or elementary school, and it's like, yeah, my middle school girlfriend like cheated on me, and so now I'm just like super insecure and like blah blah blah, and I do all these horrible things because a fucking 11-year-old cheated on me in middle school, and it's like always their first love, and there's like this there's just like men think about their first love for the rest of their lives, and not in like the normal way like a normal person would. It's just like so much more and so much more like
I was at first I was gonna be like, yeah,
gross,
I
like
get
in a
that, but I
man
do it in
way,
a normal way,
in a
not in a
man
gross
way.
way. So
Yeah, it's like normal people would think like, oh, like I was very fond of this person, like they were
yeah,
such a good person to me, like oh, I will always remember them, like yeah, yeah, yeah. And then like, or like, oh, they did this bad thing to me, so now I'm like a little off about this thing, so like now I'm gonna set boundaries for myself. But men kind of like push it a little too far.
who's your favorite character? Rosemary Telesco. I love her so much.
Rosemary, for sure.
She is the
Love her.
blueprint.
I wish I was her. I wish I had her.
I don't want this to be construed that we like have a crush
You
on an
know.
11-year-old, but like our 11-year-old self would have a crush on her, and like a
No.
grown-up version of her is
No.
who we would be into
Yes.
with like those personality
Yes.
traits.
Yes.
I give this movie 5 stars.
I give it a 4.2.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you liked it. I'm so glad.
oh yeah, I did like it. It was nice. It was refreshing from all the movies nowadays that
Like,
just feel so cinematic
yeah.
and
This was so
cringe.
refreshing. It was
Like,
just
this is,
real. Like this was
so
just
nice.
authentic. It was like feelings and like life. Oh yeah.
Like,
perfect fucking movie.
Yeah, it was nice.
Thank you guys for listening to our podcast. You should subscribe to join us for more childhood movie month. Next week, join us for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, another childhood favorite.